Hey, it's me, the guy with the hair that's all over the place.
Don't look at me.
Welcome back to A-Hole Design, brought to you by our sponsor, the like button, which is located down below the video unless you're watching on a TV, in which case I don't know where it is, but I challenge you to a scavenger hunt to go find it. It's somewhere. Let's start off with number 19, enticing young kids to click on their shorty ads. Among Us, free play. Play this fun Among Us game with your family now. What do you mean play this fun Among Us game? But it's not actually Among Us that's advertising it. So why are you, what? You're advertising an Among Us game. Does that mean it's like a category of games, like Mafia? But yours isn't actually Among Us, it's another game. But your thumbnail is interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one way to push the button. And I guess the thumbnail comes from another YouTuber. So not only have they created probably a ripoff of Among Us, allegedly, but they've also taken somebody else's thumbnail from YouTube to use it for their ad. Bravo. Bought a ball pit for my baby. Not a lot of balls in that ball pit. It's not much of a pit. It's more like just a ball cage. And it's a batting cage, I suppose. You could just throw the balls at the kid and then they could hit him with a little plastic bat or something like that. Just a bit misleading there with the amount of balls. Look at that kid. So happy. Expectation, reality. Where are all the balls? You really expected it to come with all that? You feel how light that package was when you lifted it up? There was no way. Nearly had a heart attack. You dicks. Please call our office immediately. Final settlement offer. If you're unable to pay the settlement in full, we can also extend a monthly payment. $247 per month. Settlement offer. What? What's the goal? If they're just going to extort you for money? Is this another scam that goes along with the ones that the envelopes that come in the mail now and it says pay to the order of, and then your name and your address next to it, and you're like, that looks like a check, but that's not where the field is on the check that has your name, and it also doesn't say your address under pay to the order of. So cool, thanks for that. Bro, the mail scams have just gone up so dramatically since The Crown has happened. And also, I used to get mail maybe like 3 times a week. Now I get just piles of mail every single day, most of it being absolute garbage, and I hate everything, okay? If you're going to adapt to The Crown, just do digital marketing. Clickbait title suggesting the Crown vaccine caused nurse to pass out. Tennessee nurse passes out after getting Crown vaccine. Doctors said the vaccine ingredients did not cause the episode. Doctor said that she has a condition where she could faint whenever she feels pain. Well, yeah, you got to get the clicks on the article, though. Duh, and it doesn't sound super dramatic if you have a title that is Nurse Gets Crown Vaccine. Also, she passed out unrelated, but they happen to happen kind of soon after each other because she doesn't like needles. This could be an article for me, actually. I don't like needles. Oh, God, dude. I could have a panic attack. There could be a title that would say, California man has panic attack induced by Crown vaccine. But it would just be because I'm terrified of needles, and that's probably going to happen. Microsoft telling me that my setup isn't complete, only to beg me to use Edge and buy Microsoft 365. Save 50% on your first year of Microsoft 365. Is that like the new word for Office? Get creative. Yada yada. Credit card required. No thanks. Next. You know what has really been bothering me, though? This seems pretty clear that it's an ad, but what's really been bothering me now is that every time my computer does a bigger update and it reboots, I get that same prompt there that was like, let's walk you through updates. And I'm like, did you wipe my hard drive? Because that's the thing that you get when you boot up a new computer for the first time. Can you not do that? Because I have a panic attack every little time that I see that, thinking that you just wiped my computer and started the OS over. I'm like, I don't need the tutorial again. I've been using this for years. Why do you want to walk me through the setup from my computer when it was just a little update with probably security fixes? Which is why you want to do the updates, because security vulnerabilities are important, even if not glamorous. But stop prompting me with the new computer setup, please. Developers placing very intrusive ads and begging for users to give them 5 stars. Scott Weimers. I'm sorry, I almost read that as Scott Wieners. I'm sorry, but the ads are so freaking intrusive I can't test the app out to see if I like it enough to buy it. Just about every 3 times I blank, Hello, Scott Weemers. Why only 1 stars? We want to help you at email, app yada yada. But first, please give 5 stars to help our app. Tell us how we can help you. But first, you must send screenshot to email of 5 stars on app. If you do not do that, you will be blocked forever, never to talk to us again. Scott Weemers, how dare you? Raising the price for Black Friday. Special sale price of the same exact price as before. Hey, it's not unwise, and most people probably aren't gonna actually pull the sticker up, but that is a lie. That's a bit of a lie. Like, you know, it'd be shady, but not entirely unreasonable if they had just made it like $128 on the special price, but not put a before price. Like, don't put the before price, because that's straight up lying. But if it was like $129 before, this see-through tag, which you could probably see it before, and then you made $128, it technically would be true, but now you're just lying up here saying it was $178. No, it was never. It was never $79. It was never that. You're lying. That's not cool at all. A university in my country, Peru, built a fake wall to make it seem like a 7-floor building. A fake wall? Wait, what does that mean? They built a fake wall to make it seem like a 7-floor building. What? I'm like, from the front, I'm like, what's going on? Then I realize there's a slider. This is the most absurd thing I've ever seen in my life. Why? Wait, why? What was the point? What was the... And it does look bizarre, actually. You look through there, you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like actual interior. There's a ladder back there. Why is there a ladder back there? This is strange. And it just looks like the sky through that. Oh. Because you walk down the street a bit and you're like, what? That's not building. That's just a facade. This is inexplicable. The chairs at work are slanted because they don't want us to sit for too long. The lip at the back means you can't even turn them around. It's just like some really diabolical, hey, we really want you to be healthy. We've seen many studies that if you sit for too long, it shortens your lifespan, which I knowing that information, I still sit for many, many massive amounts of hours every single day. But this office is like, no, we want you to live longer, but we're also going to cause you great discomfort in the meantime in order to ensure that you live longer. So this is like your mom forcing you to eat your veggies when you're younger. Like, you don't like it in the moment, but then you get older and you're like, thanks, Mom, for making me eat my veggies. You're gonna get to 80 years old and you're gonna be like, thanks, work, for making me stand up more than I would have otherwise. But I also hated it in the meantime. Patent for a mobile ad serving framework that uses eye tracking and facial recognition to enforce users to pay attention. If it detects that a user isn't looking at the ad, playback will be paused. This is for an app where users watch 25 consecutive minutes of ads. Collect reward points. 25 minutes? What? I bet the advertisers don't actually realize that this is how their ads are being used, because no one on the planet is actually going to be attentive for 25 minutes of watching ads. And so the advertisers would be like, no, I don't want my ad to be within a 25-minute montage of other ads. No, I want it to be watched between 1 or maybe 2 ads at a time, so they're actually looking at it. But yeah, advertisers would probably be mad about this. Download app. App uses facial detection to pause playback if face not detected. How would this work out of the rear camera, though? Like, am I going to be watching the back of my phone? Because I'm pretty sure that that's not where I look at my screen. It's from the rear. I love watching ads like this with the screen facing the other direction. The title versus the first paragraph. Shorty journalism in its finest form. GTA 6 release date. Rockstar News is good for PS5 and Xbox Series X fans. It doesn't have a release date. We know nothing about it, but the good news is that the new consoles came out, so that's good news for you. Also, here's a screenshot from GTA 5 because there's nothing from GTA 6. We don't have any data about it, but we wanted to get clicks. So, yep. Purposely making a colorblind test without a number to get gullible people to go to your website. That's always great. They just do it so that you think, wait, what? I can't see the thing inside the thing? I gotta click. I might be colorblind. Oh my God, I never realized this. I thought I was fine throughout my whole life. I thought I could see all the colors of the rainbow. Everything was looking totally chill, but maybe I can't actually see it. What do you mean that this is... How could you? If you don't see the number inside the circle, you may be partially colorblind. Swipe up to find out. It's a Rorschach test, okay? I see a lot of zeros, but they forgot to punch the number through the hole. So it's like it's a full solid 0. Wouldn't it? The funny part would be, it'd be great if somebody actually posted this to A-Hole Design, but there genuinely was a number inside of it, and then they found out they were colorblind that way when all the comments were like, bro, there actually is a number. You just thought it was a trick. Windows 10 silently adds a new app called Meet Now to your taskbar that you can never truly close in a brazen attempt to capture a market during a crown. Does it? Meet Now. Oh, it does. Huh. That's the thing. Meet Now. I don't know what it is. I've never looked at it, but it do be there. Huh. I'll have to click on it at some point. Does it lead to open Meet Now? Is it like a Google Meet, Zoom kind of thing? I have to imagine that that's what it is, probably. I mean, it can't be that intrusive if I've never even noticed it until now, so maybe they should have made it more intrusive so I'd actually see it. Bright mobile billboards in my city now. Oh, God. That's awful. Ugh. At least the ones that I've seen in the past are bright to the side. Like, it seems acceptable if it's on the side of the vehicle because, you know, unless you're going right next to them passing or they're passing you, it's not really going to intrude. But if it's just on the back of the thing, it's actually hazardous and is going to make it harder for you to see the road in front of you. So that just seems like it shouldn't actually be legal. So my parents bought a couple of hard drives on Amazon, found that when you put more than 30 gigs on them, they just replace previous content. I feel like we've seen multiple of like hard drives that just have a little flash drive on the inside of them. And, but that's, I mean, and usually the flash drives, they'll have the amount of space that's advertised. It's just that because flash drives now can put so much space on them. Like you get little micro SD cards that are a terabyte now, which is just absurd. You just slap that in a hard drive shell and call it a hard drive, even if all you're accessing is a little micro SD. Yeah, you don't lose it this way at least. But yeah, if you're not advertising the correct amount of space, that's not super cool. It's like a Ponzi scheme, but it's for your hard drive. Marketing 100. Let me guess, it doesn't actually have all those cameras. I bet it doesn't have all those cameras. You're gonna pull off the camera thing? That's what's gonna happen? Yep. Yeah, it's just one camera. All right. No, I had a feeling that was coming. Every phone these days has to have like all these multiple camera things coming out the back in order for it to look competitive with everyone else. I'm just like, do we need this? I guess at least with, you know, the iPhone, they are all actually cameras, but I'm just like, that's all that gets updated on phones now though, is we're at a place where the tech is so advanced that the differences between different iterations of phones now are better processor and better cameras. It's like there's not much else to implement into a phone that it can't already do. They can do pretty much everything that you need them to. It's kind of incredible, but it's too incredible. The phone manufacturers are probably like, we should have like worked with each other to ensure we weren't getting these phones so good so that we can't really upload any or update anything glamorous anymore. It's just faster processor, better camera. And then the top for the last month, you have to pay to unsubscribe from this shorty company. Brain Food, we're sad to see you go. If you'd like to unsub from our emails, please consider donating to us. That seems like pretty flawed logic to begin with. And then you have to select an option to proceed. Flawed logic, illegal, impressive, really. You must give at least $3.99 to not receive our emails anymore. Please support us for the content that you don't like. Please pay us. We're holding you hostage. This is the ransom fee that you have to give us until we are shut down because you're not allowed to actually do this, but we're going to try to get away with it while we can and hope that the fine we face is less than we actually made. I'd be very curious to know if this has actually worked for them, if anyone has actually gone and paid when you can just block them, and hopefully it works. Anyway, that's it for the last month of A-Hole Design. Hopefully you enjoyed and were frustrated. Make sure to check out our sponsor, the like button down below the video, unless you're on a TV. Check out the playlist if you want to catch more A-Hole Design, or if you just want to catch the last one, you can click the little video up here to go straight to it, or check out the last Mare Music upload down below it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.